They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
It's a chance for Spain to break. Distributed tidily. Threads one in. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He's picked his way through. Šeško!
I'm sitting here wondering, Peter, what Roberto Donadoni's main role is going to be. One of Italy's greatest ever wingers. He can run and beat defenders. We've seen that all so often. And he can get from box to box if needed.
Yeah, well, he does have an extraordinary work rate and extraordinary energy levels too.
Yeah, and he's got the intelligence to strike the perfect balance between the two.
Bergkamp. Rodri. Of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And the shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And this is Hullet. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Donadoni. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Rodri. Passing nice and neat. And it's Van Nistelrooy. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head.
Morocco genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack. Variation, unpredictability, you know, that's always key to success.
Tries to pass it through. Now it's Yamal. And he's running. Big chance! Goal! Spain! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Spain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Spain have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Donadoni. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Silvestre is one whose deliveries we all know about. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Nedved was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Hullet. Bergkamp looking to be a menace in the final third. Bergkamp! Glorious! About as smooth as it gets. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited.
He leaps for it! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. Mateus. And Sylvestre. Donadoni. Over to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
And he's being shifted off it. Mateus. Nedved. Vieira is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And it's Bergkamp. Mateus. He's on it. Can he get away?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Sylvestre.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Sylvestre has it in a wide position. Pull it.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Looking for the run. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's heaved it away. And we've reached half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Substitution.
And that's the second half started. Spain different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
And the keeper gets his hands on it. No, that was never going to make it. Van Nistelrooy, who needs just a moment to score a goal. That's a good ball out wide. Bergkamp. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Zanetti. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Can he get it through? And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Morocco clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one.
Real chance! Goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Spain with the lead. Schmeichel claims comfortable.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing. Getting up there! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Knocks it into space. Bergkamp. Nicely weighted ball. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
It's Bergkamp! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
He's through here. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Spain can try it again now. It's their second corner of the game. Yamal! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Sheshko. Desai gets over and intercepts. Spain do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And here's Hullet. No way through. Knocks it out wide. Mateus has the space to scheme. Oh, it's played into the area. Schmeichel claims it, safe hands.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Donadoni gets on his bike and on the move. Backhand! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Mateus with the cross. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that was very necessary.
Substitution for Morocco. Number 9, Bergkamp. Number 19,
And it's Gerrard.
Donadoni. Number 16, Rodri. Number
Can they
5,
get him away?
Mateus. Coming on the
Schneider
field,
deals with that
number
comfortably.
13,
And
Gerrard.
there's his chance to lead the
Number
counter.
7,
Oh,
Bellingham.
well measured.
Number 8,
He's got away.
Joshua
Oh,
Kimmich.
sweet feet.
Number 14,
Tries a deft little ball.
Hutchinson.
Oh, well played.
Substitution in progress.
Spain have their third corner. Towering header! And that would have been game, set and match.
Griezmann really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Villa, and he's intervened well there. Spain moments now away from seeing this one out. Hutchinson is always looking to break lines. Gerrard. Bellingham. He's going for goal! The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Zanetti can get it clear.
There will be 3
It's not
minutes
gone well.
added time.
And here's Gerrard. Gerrard proves just a little bit too strong. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Now it's Nedved.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's shifting through the gears here, and the shot! Off the post! And with that, the end. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football, a real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Spain perfectly played the hosts and the crowd. They set up to frustrate and stifle, but they were relentless whenever the opportunity presented itself at the
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful,
Hello,
clear
everybody,
evening.
and welcome
The
to
conditions
today's
contributing
match.
to a fantastic
Morocco
atmosphere in the stands.
against
This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Lothar Matthäus is going to have a huge influence here, Peter.
Well, it's hard to argue with that. In any game at any time, he is as influential as they come.
Yeah, and he'll be right in the thick of it in the middle of the park, combining the roles of number 10, central midfielder, defensive midfielder. Sometimes he's even sweeper, so watch out for those late attacking runs from deep. And don't be surprised if he gets himself on the score sheet too.
Donatoni. Bergkamp. That's really well manoeuvred. Albert Ferrer gets over and intercepts. Howson. And Donatoni. So no chances falling either way for the time being. Matthäus. Good driving run. Silvestre receives it in a wide position. Nice physical challenge. Šeško. Donatoni. Bout of passing here, really. Matthäus! He would have been quick to recover this. Across, and one more try! Goal! Morocco! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
It's out for a goal kick. Albert Ferrer. Not the most accurate pass. Knocks it into space. Oh, this looks sharp.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Bergkamp. Silvestre is looking to influence the game from out wide. Played out to the left flank. In towards the back step. Oh, great leap! That's another chance! And a neat finish! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next
Chance, surely! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
And that has left him in a heap. 15 minutes till half-time. Tries to play it through. Van Nistelrooy. Now, can he find a finish? And the pass is intercepted. Van Nistelrooy has it in a wide position. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. He's done very well to take that back. Now it's Yamal. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And it's been hooked away. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Thuram. And it's Seedorf.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Aims beyond the defence. Seedorf makes a dash for it. Has a look and plays it forward. That's a nicely shaped ball.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
And it's hoisted clear. He's going for goal! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Šeško, can he get it through? Cross needs to be... He's rising! It's anyone's ball now. And we've reached half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. There's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
Now available.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Substitutions taking place.
The second period is on the way.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Albert Ferrer. That has ended up in no man's land. Nedved. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Spain do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And this is Hullet. Morocco needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Silvestre. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And that's aimed into the middle. Not pretty. Shapes to shoot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Hullet. Morocco are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And it's Bergkamp. So we've reached the hour mark. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Nedved clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And that's a dangerous ball. Spain are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mateus. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Hullet. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Donadoni. Silvestre. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Albert Ferrer. Howson is the team's great visionary. Rodri. Now Albert Ferrer. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Hullet. Ibrahimovic. And there's green grass ahead of him. Goes for a shot! Goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitution for Morocco, number 9.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Number 30, Sheshko. Coming on
And
the
it's
field,
Albert Ferrer.
Number 7, Bellingham. Number
Bellingham.
14, Park Ji-sung.
Van Nistelrooy
Number
going
8,
about things with
Joshua
real
Kimmich.
menace.
Number 15,
Oh, shooting chance! And he's stuck it away! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Oh, there's a probing ball. Ibrahimovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Good play on the left-hand side here. He has found the way through. That's tidy. Silvestre finding himself in space. Well now, and again! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Silvestre. Mbappe. It's Bellingham. And it's Kimmich. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
2 added minutes has
Great
been
vision.
indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Vieira. Now it's Mbappe. And that's it. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer.
Hello everybody.
You look
and
back on the
please
game then,
join
Jim.
me in wishing
Spain
a
desperately
happy wedding
failing
anniversary
to
for one
impose
of our
themselves on the
fan club
game.
members.
Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the
Hello,
promise of
everybody,
a
and
match that
welcome
will
to
really
today's
get the
match.
juices flowing.
Morocco.
This is
against
Peter Drury,
Spain.
and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves in.
That could spell trouble. And he's found a way past. He's in, must be! Goes down, but nothing given. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is Van Nistelrooy. He's scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The goal scorer.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Spain really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, good ball! Vieira. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Spain do have a chance to counter here. Nedved receives it in a wide position. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Donatoni. Rodri. And Donatoni. He's had it taken off him. Knocks it into space. Pinches it off him.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Howson. Donadoni chasing after it. And it's Rodri. And that is a little undercooked. And it's Nedved.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Zanetti. Zanetti got a long way forward to join the attack.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Bergkamp. It's Bergkamp! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Now, can they get him away? Driven in. Mateos! And that's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Morocco are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And here's Nedved. Zanetti. Bergkamp quietly revving up. Van Nistelrooy. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Nicely weighted ball. Mateos. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that is one way to stop him. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Nesta did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Well, he pushed his luck to the very limit, and the refs just lost patience with him.
Silvestre looking to play it into the box.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out. We all love a trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Seedorf looking to play him in. Oh, that's well spotted. Tries to play it through, and that could set him on his way. Albert Ferrer. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great position.
Towering header! No, just not quite.
Lamine Yamal is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Looking for options for movement. And this is Bergkamp. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Desailly did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Gerrard. Chance! Goal! So smooth. A signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
After 39 minutes is number 9, Ruud Gullit.
Shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rodri. Gullit charging forward, the ball at his feet. Rodri kept his eye on it, and he's there. Yamal, a player who needs no introduction. Yamal! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! A finish right from the top draw. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Number 13.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Spain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
It's turning into quite a gem, this. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Spain are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. The midway point of the game.
I'm still trying to figure out how this is still level, Peter. I mean, 1 minute you're looking at one side battering the other, and somehow they find their way back into it. Something tells me there's going to be just as many twists in the second half too.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. And it's made its way to him. This looks promising. And he shoots! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Morocco are looking to go forward now. Throw it. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Rodri. Silvestre is one whose deliveries we all know about. Seedorf. Now, what about a counter-attack? Donatoni. And it's Van Nistelrooy. He's a sharp little ball here. Zanetti. Gerrard.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Gerrard. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he's in on goal. Morocco needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, that's neat. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Almost an hour gone. Rodri. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Donadoni does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Bergkamp. He's on it, can he get away? Nesta. Aims beyond the defence. Great vision. Oh, he's found support out wide. Great defending, strong and determined. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Shoots! Oh, he's been caught napping. He's had a shot! Goal, Spain! And the comeback is complete. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Substitution in progress.
Spain can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Spain leading now.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And the shot!
Spain clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. That's really well cleared. Looking for the run. Oh, played right into his path. That is a brilliant interception. Bergkamp. Vieira gets a foot in and wins the ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Great chance! He's got a goal!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Spain go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like...
He leaps for it! In he goes again! Yes! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Spain visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Now it's Griezmann. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Now it's Villa. Bergkamp. Now Albert Ferrer. Can he get it through? Silvesh. Donadoni.
There will be 3 minutes.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And it's Rodri. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Played down the flank. Pass somewhat off target. Aim forwards. And he's had it nicked away. That's that, the end. Spain have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback.
Take this opportunity to pay a visit to our
And
official
after all of
store
that,
where
Jim, what are you
memorabilia from
thinking?
today's match
Spain
are now
definitely
available.
impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running.
It comes as little surprise, Peter, that we find the name of Park Ji-sung on this team sheet.
First name on the team sheet, you would think.
Yeah, and a player with a fantastic engine. I always think that every time you see him, he's just going to run himself into the ground. He'll give everything for the cause, and he always sets the tone for industry.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Šeško, great vision. He's being urged to shoot. Thuram, and he whips in across. Park Ji-sung. Out towards the flank. And it's Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Yamal. Now it's Gerrard. He is through here. Played in. There's the header! And he's straight offside. That is good alertness. And this is Hullet. Nedved. He's had a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Seedorf. Fernandez gets across to intercept that. Still goalless at the moment. Albert Ferrer. Morocco are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Kimmich is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. There was plenty of power on that. Kimmich. And it's Bellingham. Van Nistelrooy. There's the shot! Goal! Morocco! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Spain really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Gerrard. Looking for options for movement. Ball swung in. Tries to get it clear.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Nesta, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Seedorf makes a dash for it. Park Ji-sung. Van Nistelrooy. It's Park Ji-sung. He's in a great position here. Oh, that's fabulous. Space for him to turn and look. That's a decent clearance. And it's been given away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Fernandez. And the shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Well taken goal. And they're threatening to fly away here. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Morocco are doing very nicely, thank you.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Bellingham. Defending was strong and firm. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Park Ji-sung. It's Kimmich. Silvesh is always looking to play quality balls. A nice sequence of passes, this. Seedorf. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. He'll fancy himself from here. Looking to widen the gap even further here. He's gone for it! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That's good play. It's Park Ji-sung. It's a promising position. And he's there to clear it. That's it, 45 minutes up. To review the first half.
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change.
I'm afraid to tell you that we're expecting traffic.
So that was the first half, and we will be
today.
back with the second half shortly. We're on the move again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Park Ji-sung. And Silvesh. And it's Rijkaard. It's not an especially good pass, that. Oh, easy pickings there.
Morocco have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Nesta. He's looking wide. He's a sharp little ball here. Cross goes in there.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Fernandez. Fernandez getting forward. It's Kimmich. Bellingham. Pressing high and with purpose. And he's forced to go back. Rijkaard.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Bellingham. Šeško! Šeško! And he couldn't finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Morocco appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Fernandez. Silvestre. And it's Kimmich. Rijkaard. That's Park Ji-sung. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Albert Ferrer. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Oh, great feat, that.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious.
Substitution.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Great effort, but no way through. Zanetti. He's picked his way through. Spain perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And the pass is intercepted. Ledjed. Pass somewhat off target. Silvestre. And it's Rijkaard. Seedorf. There he goes, motoring forward. Now it's Yamal. Nice, terrific effort. And no mistake. Right back in the game. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Number 10.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Substitution for Morocco. Number 14.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Oh, that's well spotted.
Number 5. Mateus.
Spain are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so.
Number 9. Bergkamp.
Out towards the right wing. Quick look, then plays it in. And he's there to deal with it.
Morocco clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And it's Albert Ferrer. In towards the back stick. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Short changes him with that pass. Mateus can see things others simply cannot. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Schneider. Ledjed. Spread to the right. He has found the way through. That is good strength.
Spain really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Mateus. It's Bergkamp. And he's had it nicked
2
away.
added minutes has been indicated.
Van Nistelrooy! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He'll try to keep this alive, and that's aimed into the middle. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Griezmann. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Spain were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. It is a sea of red and white. Ajax, of course, the principal club here in Amsterdam, the club that unites this city, The club with such proud heritage and history and so many honours, continental and domestic. It is a supercharged atmosphere. So straight into the action. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And of course, the right service into the box. This is the time you need that pace.
And he's worked it through. Bullet! And he couldn't finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Well, Milson's selection has certainly attracted some scrutiny, but the man himself looks, as ever, Jim, utterly unfazed.
Yeah, I like him because he's got a certain elegance about him, Peter. We all know Brazilian players love the idea of getting forward, and he's probably one of the better defensive players on the ball.
So no gung-ho heroics.
No chance.
That has ended up in no man's land. Gerrard. The pass is coming off in quick succession here. Trossard. That's a delicate pass. Nice interception, well timed. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Yamal. Tries to pass it through. Schlotterbeck calmly anticipates. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Hullet, looking to play him in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Gerrard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Still goalless at the moment. And it's Shevchenko. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Tries to dink it through. Vieira. Now it's Nedved. This is a promising build-up. And claimed it back swiftly. Gerrard. Yamal. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Hullet receives it in a good position here.
Hullet really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity.
Goes for a shot! Goal! Spain! Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
After 26 minutes is number 9, Ruud Hullet.
Spain have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Very nearly half an hour gone here. Searching pass he's played there. Nesta is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
And it's Gerrard. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Trossard. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And here's Yamal. Messi is the team's great visionary. Now it's Hullet. Hullet. He's looking wide. Played into the box. Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Raya breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Ajax have the chance to go the other way.
Spain really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Shevchenko. Now it's Gerrard. Gerrard proves just a little bit too strong. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, nice one too, very nice. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Oh, that's well spotted. O'Reilly. And here's Trossard. Referee has just said play on. Gerrard. Now O'Reilly.
1 minute
Now
added
it's
time.
Trossard. Nedved. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Gerrard. That's the end of the first 45. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Spain coming in at half-time, leading by 1 goal to nil.
Displayed on the screen.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Spain are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Spain currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Seedorf. Gerrard has it out wide and in space. Messi. That's a lovely, neat pass. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And the shot! Gerrard. And it's Messi. Good ball over the top. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or
He'll try from distance! That had everyone off their seats.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
And here's Nedved. Oh, it's Nedved. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Cleared away. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Oh, he's found support out wide.
That was well seen too. Good clearance. Ajax really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
The ball has bounced loose now. And that's a throw.
Substitution for Ajax. Number 10, Messi. Number 13, Pedri. Number 19, Trossard. Coming on the field.
Engages
number
and
24,
forces him off the ball. Zanetti herring after the ball here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Vieira. Zanetti. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Zanetti. Oh, played through for the wide man. Dix. Rui Costa conjures time and space where few can. And here's Mbappe. Gerrard. Mbappe is onto this. Ball Shevchenko! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Shevchenko actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And here's Shevchenko. He's got plenty of space out wide. Impressive jump. Oh, denied brilliantly.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution for Ajax. Number
The two
11,
coaches are signalling
Shevchenko.
changes here, both at the same time.
Replace him is number 20.
He's gone backward here.
Substitution.
Has to go back here. Big chance! So close to drawing level.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
And it's been taken short. Chance for a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Seedorf. And it's Zanetti.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Nesta. Vieira. That's going wide left. Knocks it out wide. Not where it came from. Dix. No way through there. David Villa. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Quickly taken. And it's Vieira. Great vision. Akanji deals with that comfortably. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, super find. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Ajax really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. David Villa has been caught there. It's a foul. Ibrahimovic having a look. Vieira. He's having a pop! That was quite a hit. And the number on the board is 3. Schneider. Edmilson. And here's Mbappe. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Oh, well played, well played. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Spain, honestly, could have done themselves a real favour by trying to make more of what they had in the minutes after the goal, but with the control they had.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. Well, there's one man here who stands head and shoulders above the rest in just about every aspect of the game. It is, of course, Jim, the great Paolo Maldini.
Yeah, I feel like bowing here because it's him. He's simply the greatest of them all, the inspiration for so many top-class defenders.
Leicester. to Gerrard. Seedorf. Gerrard. Nice bit of trickery. Looking to play him in. Yamal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Lamine Yamal clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Getting up there! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Spain have their second corner now. A header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Nedved. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Swings it across. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
And here's Hullet. And here's Nedved. Flashes it across. And he's there to clear it. And they're quick to get it back. Tries to play it through. Thuram is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Still goalless at the moment. Hullet. Massaro. Massaro. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Zanetti plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Chouameni. Massaro. He's having a pop! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Massaro actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Silvestre plays it short. Tries a shot! Goal! Lille! And it's Lille who take the lead. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Lille are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet. And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
That's a delicate pass, and he's in. There's the shot! It's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So they have it all to do again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop.
Good chance here! No, he's missed it.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Vieira. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And this is a real chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. And he shoots! And it's a goal! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
It's Nedved! Well taken goal. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
What are you thinking about the goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And this is Nedved. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half.
It's not a good idea in affording free kicks in these positions.
Yamal! And it's Zanetti. Delivers the ball. And we've reached half-time. Spain are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que respeten en todo momento las normas de seguridad que pueden ver en el marcador. Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 22.
There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Por el dorsal 15. Villa.
Spain do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Yamal, and he's got the beating of his man. Oh, whistle's gone, now then. So a big chance now from 12 yards. So, having trailed to lead. not much more than a formality.
It's in, but only just. The keeper guessed correctly, and a heart-and-mouth moment for the taker.
Spain with the lead. David Villa! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Nedved, and one more try! Well, now it's a race for the ball. So, third corner of the game.
Cambio de jugadores.
Keeper's dealt with that. Lille are looking to go forward now. Pass somewhat off target. Zanetti looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Delivered across. That is good alertness. Guardiola. And he goes cross-field.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Not the most accurate pass. Eto'o. Belletti. He's got away. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Silvestre. And this is Batistuta. Distributed tidily. Almost an hour gone. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Batistuta. Spain can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Yamal gets into a good position. Well read, and the danger is averted. Spain perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Now it's Batistuta. Silvestre. Threads one in. Massaro.
Lille really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And this is Batistuta. And Batistuta! And he can clear it away. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Delivered with swing. Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Cambio de jugadores en España.
The number 3 coming up.
El dorsal 13. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 10. Ibrahimovic. El dorsal 21. Griezmann. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
That is a brilliant interception. And the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Into the last quarter of an hour.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling.
Chance for a shot! And yes, it's there! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Spain now in a position far more desirable.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Look at the finish! And there's a goal! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 6, Sidor.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Just one in it now.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Well, it's ended up in no man's land.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Nedved receives it in a wide position. Spain are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. And that was nowhere near his best. I think we're just about done here. Oh, it's Bebeto. And it's Griezmann. Zanetti spots it and intercepts. Donadoni. Passing is crisp and sharp. David Villa charging forward, the ball at his feet. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, this is a great position. Taken back almost at once. He's onside. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Spain, with the clock ticking away, have a chance to change the whole picture. This further to improve their cause. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
So is that the decisive goal? And that will be it. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Terrific recovery, a really...